So I do know that we've covered this case before, but lately it's been going viral again on Reddit and being posted all over, so we're going to cover it again. This simple 2-image slideshow first starts off with an image of a very creepy cave by the name of the Cave of Death, or Golem Cave, and the second image shows 4 individuals, the last ones to have explored this cave, who lost their lives in it. So for some backstory, this case happened about 20 years ago in 2005, so it is a relatively old one, and it happened in Provo, Utah. On August 18th of 2005, in the very early hours of the morning, 5 friends, Jennifer, Scott, Ariel, Blake, and Joseph, decided to make a trek up to this very popular cave system known as Golem Cave to explore it and just have a good time. Upon successfully making it to the opening of the cave, one of the friends, Joseph, decided to hang back because he had to work that morning, and this was probably the luckiest thing that has ever happened to him. So the 4 friends entered the cave, Jennifer, Scott, Ariel, and Blake. And by itself, this cave was not a very confusing one. It just had a fork, a south and a north fork, and they decided to go up the north fork where there was a really interesting underwater cave that you could go through and get to the other side with. The 4 friends then got to this underwater segment and they took it successfully to the other side, which was a smaller room that roughly 6 to 8 people could fit into, and you could breathe before going back. However, on their way back, they ran into problems. Meanwhile, Joseph, who was waiting outside of the cave, had started getting nervous. It had been 45 minutes since his 4 friends went in, and there was no sign of them coming back out. At 6:25 a.m., he decided that he had had enough of waiting, and he called the authorities, who mounted a rescue effort to go find the 4 friends. When rescue workers entered the cave, they started by pumping out some of the water and pumping in air to the other side just in case they were there, but unfortunately they found all 4 bodies, all oriented the exact same way, trying to get out. Now, what's assumed to have happened here is that one of the females on her way out ended up losing track of where she was going and blocking the narrow cave. Therefore, when the other friends followed her through, they were not able to get out, and one by one, every single one of them drowned. And for the most part, it is really easy to believe that this happened. The only thing that the people had to follow when going through this underwater cave was a small rope, and if you lost track of that, of course, you're going to have a hard time getting out, which is possibly what happened. The remains of Jennifer, Scott, Ariel, and Blake were of course collected and given to their families, and in terms of the cave, it was sealed up with concrete to prevent anyone else from going in here and suffering the same horrible fate. I could not imagine how terrifying it would be though, being underwater in pitch black, losing track of the rope, and getting stuck. Could not imagine it. Anyways, let me know what you guys think about this case in the comment section below. Drop a comment letting me know what you want to see next. I also have my Patreon linked down here in the description if you want to check that out and help support the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.